Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan.
And Angela.
From RNA Music.
That's right.
Your mom and pop guitar shop and music lesson studio deep in the heart of Canton, Texas.
Yes.
Like right in there in Canton, Texas. Which is in Texas. And we're here to answer your questions.
Yes, we are.
Let's get to it. So excited. First question, Joe McCarthy. Hello, Joe.
Hello.
Yo, Joe. I'm looking into picking up a second CMG Ashlee guitar. You should.
Yes, you should.
Standard solid body emerald with matching headstock, flame top, rosewood fretboard, chrome hardware, masked binding edge. Now I can't decide on which pickups I want. Do my choices make sense? What pickups would you use? Help me. All right. Joe wants some help on his pickup selection for his second CMG Ashlee from RNA Music. He picked up the, was it number 2? I think it was number 2 of 5, the limited edition special.
Yeah.
Very special, custom. Well, Joe, I'm a big fan of EMG as always. So I could suggest those, but you already have an RNA Music CMG edition guitar that has EMGs in it.
CMG, EMG.
So CMG, RNA, EMG, all the 3 letters. All the 3 letters. My eye is bothering me. How's it look? Got something in it?
No, it looks blue.
Blue. So you might go with something passive. Now, I think the Frog Dog pickups that come in the CMGs as the base pickup are actually pretty good pickups. They're very, very even keeled. They're not, you know, super hot. They're very flat response. I think they're great pickups. We have the Frog Dog, you know, basic pickups in our CMG. And I've always thought over the last several years, maybe I'll drop something else in there. But I haven't done it yet. So I don't think you'd be super disappointed with those. They're a PAF style pickup. But, you know, you could always go with some Seymour Duncans as well. I am kind of partial to the Seymour Duncan Custom and 59. Not the Custom. Custom. Double Custom in the bridge and the 59 in the neck. I think that is a great combination you can't go wrong with. But those are my thoughts. So anybody else, feel free to leave a suggestion for Joe, what he might consider putting in. You can definitely get DiMarzio, CMG. They have access to DiMarzio pickups, you know, and we usually, if they put EMGs in them, they get them from us because they're not an EMG dealer.
Right.
And we are, and they'll get them from us. But those are my thoughts, Joe. You know, feel free. I'm sure people will leave their opinions. But I think any of those choices are great. So thanks for the question, Joe. Thank you for getting another CMG from us. It is the year of CMGs here.
It really is.
Like we've done several.
Like,
we've got like 5 like in the lineup through the rest of this year. Customs coming in for customers.
it's awesome.
Pretty excited. Next question, another Joe. Yo, Joe.
What?
Joe McKinney. Hey, Ryan. Dirty channel onboard gain versus clean channel with overdrive pedals. Which do you prefer? So we're talking about amp distortion or pedal distortion or overdrive. Which do you prefer, Angela?
Pedal distortion.
Really?
Yeah.
Any particular reason?
No, I just thought it would be great.
You just want an opposing
I
opinion?
just thought I'd say something
Opposing
that sounded
opinion.
smart.
Well, Joe, the real answer is both. Why limit yourself to only one overdrive or distortion? Use them both. That's the real answer. Now, my actual answer is I tend to prefer...
What do you do?
I tend to prefer the built-in distortion from the amp. Like if I have a 2-channel or 3-channel amp, it's got a clean channel, dirty channel, and then a super dirty channel, like the EVH has.
Right.
Ultra
right.
Mega. Ultra Mega Dirt.
Ultra Mega Dirt.
Yeah.
Super duper dirt.
Super duper dirt. I usually prefer to use the amp distortion.
Right.
I've been that way for a long time. I've not really been happy with a lot of overdrive and distortion pedals out there. However,
Just haven't found the right one.
However, yeah. Speaking of finding the right one, I found the right Angela. That's for sure. I'll be right back. Oh, I found the right one. Brown. Get that brown sound. I absolutely adore this green carrot pedal company, Cornstar overdrive. It looks like corn. It's yellow. This it's got beard hair in the Velcro.
It does.
Anyways, I love this thing. This is fantastic. My friend Andy in the UK, in Englandshire, makes these green carrot pedals. You should go check them out.
That's awesome.
This is freaking-tastic. So probably my favorite overdrive. Now, at the Dallas Guitar Show, I got to hang out and talk with the guys from Rev Amplification. And they have a pedal, the G3, and I played on it. And it's the only other pedal besides the Cornstar that I played through, and I thought, holy crap, this is awesome. So I'm a big fan of the green carrot pedal Cornstar, and then the G3 by the Rev guys, which we will eventually be getting here at RNA Music. Already talked to them about it. Get set up as a Rev pedal dealer. Super cool guys. So I do like those pedals a lot.
Thousands.
Yeah, thosins. Thosins right there. Now a lot of times I'll stack that on top of
What you
the
got?
amp distortion. The green carrot pedal pushing like the Mesa sounds amazing, and then just by itself in the clean, it's amazing. So there you go. I like them both, but with pedals, it's taken me a really long time to find some pedals that I really like the sound of. So
Cool.
thanks for the question, Joe.
Sweet.
Appreciate it. I'm not endorsed by green carrot pedals. I talked to Andy about maybe being the UK, American, USA distributor of green carrot, but he's just a small one-man show. Yeah, it's him building these things on his kitchen table. This is like his side gig.
Yeah.
He can't really, he's not looking for distributors, but I do highly recommend the green carrot stuff. Go check it out. If you buy one, tell him that Ryan at RNA sent you.
Yes.
He's a good guy. All right, next question. Brian from Oregon. Oregon. Love you guys. Thank you. My wife and I enjoy all of your videos. My wife, Kristen, would like an update on Angela's crocheting adventures.
Cool.
What is she currently working on? What projects does she have planned for the future? Ryan, if you could just hold a sweet guitar up for us guys to look at while she's answering, that would be swell. Thanks again, guys. You just show off a sexy guitar while you're talking about crochet.
Pick one out.
Let me go find one.
Okay.
What are you currently working on, and what crochet projects do you have planned?
Well, right now...
Besides the crochet joker.
Besides the crochet joker, which I'm not going to make. No, I'm just kidding. I've actually have to plan that out really well, but right now I'm working on a granny square blanket, an Afghan, that I've never done before. I normally just make the normal back and forth crocheting because that's what I was used to doing, but I've never stepped out and have done a granny square. And there's so many different patterns. I'm learning how to be better at reading the emblem patterns instead of the written out pattern. So I want to be able to see the picture and actually decipher what it's saying. And so granny squares is the perfect way to start with that.
Made from real grannies?
Real grandmas. So I'm going to make one, and it's going to be a huge blanket because I want it to sit on our bed. So and
King
cover.
size?
Yes, I want it to cover our whole bed. So it can look like an actual, comforter blanket. So that's what I'm working on currently. And then I'll start preparing for the holidays. I'll probably make a couple of Viking helmets, and I'll make some reindeer and a few unicorn dolls and a few My Little Ponies. I'll just make like 2 of each or so I can sell them throughout the holidays.
Things that were good sellers. What was a good seller last year during the holidays?
Last year were the mermaids. The mermaids were a really good seller. And that and the beanies with the ponytail openings, so it's like a ponytail so you can stick your bun through, so messy bun beanies.
Mostly for ladies, but
mostly for ladies.
some dudes with their man buns.
Hats were real big. I sold quite a few hats last year, so I did a few Christmas presents and everything. So yeah, that's what I'll usually be working on. I'll start all my winter stuff ready around this time. So
I've had a little bit of a break.
I have, which is kind of great because I haven't really advertised. I let the Lawley's loops kind of subside because I have so many things going on right now that it was just taking up way too much time. And I did a few gifts around Christmas time. I did some Easter basket things, some bunnies, and
cute.
one thing I did new this year was the flip-flop boots. So you just take the base of a flip-flop and you cut the thong part of it and you hot glue them shut and then poke the holes for your base and then crochet around and then build off of that. So it's like a crocheted boot, but the base is a flip-flop. So that was a new adventure for me. I didn't care for it all that much at first. Very frustrating to get the right technique so it didn't rip right out of the boot. Out of the sole of the base for the flip-flop. So that was interesting. But once I got the hang of it and I got thimbles, the plastic thimbles that you could put on your fingers because I had to push through the sole of the flip-flop with a needle in order to crochet the starting base for the foundation. Once I did that, it wasn't that bad. I actually was able to get that done pretty well. So that was interesting because my normal go-to are dolls. I do a lot of My Little Ponies and mermaids and stuff.
Amigurumi.
Amigurumi.
Amigurumi?
Yes.
Not a rigurumi.
No, amigurumi is the Japanese word for animal doll making with crochet.
Do you put real souls in the dolls?
Yes I do. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Thank you, Kristen.
Yes.
We appreciate it when Angela has questions not related to gear.
I always get the sci-fi, advice.
Cooking.
Kid raising, homeschooling.
Dealing with the most amazing husband ever.
Marriage questions, which is great because, or I've been having a lot of vocal questions.
Yeah, that's true.
So
questions.
That was nice.
She's not a guitar nerd. Like, if you start asking her, like, what's her favorite scale length on a guitar, 25 and a half, 24, it's like, she doesn't care. She likes CMG pickups, though.
I do.
Because the people are really nice.
They really are. It's great company.
I can't say enough nice things about them. They're really
great.
They're really cool.
Yep.
I appreciate them so much.
Yes.
But yeah, she's not a gearhead.
No.
Not yet. One day, I'm going to get her obsessed with the guitar like I am.
No.
Yeah. Next question. John Harpole. You are too funny. Angela, you never stop to amaze me with your wisdom and passion. Thank you both.
Thank you.
She's pretty smart. I like her a lot. She knows things.
I do.
Yeah. Ryan, if you had to pick between drums or guitar, which one would it be and why? KTMA. I love the fact that you guys have started typing KTMA in your comments for Keep the Music Alive.
I know, it's awesome.
That never occurred to me. That's really neat. So, props to you guys for that. So,
yes.
We're going to have to put KTMA like on the back of our shirts or something.
Yeah, or just do a hashtag KTMA.
Hashtag
And then
KTMA.
underneath it, like it says Canton, Texas, you could put Keep the Music Alive.
Could do that, something like that. If I had to pick between drums or guitar, which one would it be and why? Like, if I could only play one or the other for the rest of my life, is that what that question
I would say that, yeah.
means?
Sure.
If I had to choose, That's a tough question, John Harpole. Some of you may know, some of you may not know that I was a drummer first, percussionist, before I was a guitar player. Through the band, 6th grade band.
All the way through
all
college.
through college. It's how we met. I was a drummer. She was in the drill team. It was meant to be. Yeah. Well, all I can say is right now, like if I didn't play drums, we probably wouldn't have met.
Right.
If I wasn't a drummer, that wouldn't have.
Right. But as of now, from
this point forward, if I had to choose,
right.
I would probably choose guitar, actually. Pretty easily, honestly. I did so much drumming in college, so much percussion stuff. When I was a percussion major, I almost got burned out on it. Now, not like rocking out on the drum set. Like, I love that, but we never got to do that. Because that was not important. You had to play the marimba and the vibes and, you know, mallet percussion and, you know, timpani, which is fine, but, you know, there was not a whole lot of rocking. And honestly, I kind of got burned out on it from studying it academically.
Right.
But my thing kind of has always been, you can't really write a song on drums. Right? Like, hey, honey, check it out. I wrote you a song. What do you think? What do you think?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, she's not going to be impressed by that. But I can bust out the acoustic guitar, play something nice and pretty, you know, maybe some Spanish guitar stuff going on, and Mama's happy. Not so much when I'm playing Metallica, but you know, I can play some pretty things, you know. So for me, it's kind of one of those things. I love percussion and I love playing drums, and you know, I could never see getting rid of my drum set. I enjoy teaching it, I really do. But when I sit down and play for my own personal enjoyment, these days it's always guitar.
Yeah.
I'm a little more obsessed with guitar and amps and that stuff, more so than I probably ever was with drums and cymbals and all the gear stuff.
Right.
Because if I want to write my own music, it's a lot easier to write something that will probably move people on guitar than it is like, check out these sweet beats. I mean, I love some sweet beats. I like playing me some sweet beats, but you know, guitar is kind of my thing now, definitely. And so if I had to give one up and only play the other, yeah, I'd give up drums at this point in my life and pursue guitar more. So luckily I don't have to.
You can do both.
But that's kind of how things have gone anyways, honestly. I mean, I teach drums. My favorite story about that was Brianna, our drum student. She took lessons from me for 7 years. 7 years?
Something like that.
7 years, and now she's actually one of our teachers, and she teaches beginning percussion. And one of her lessons, she came in and, you know, and she's phenomenal. She's great. But we'd always just kind of goof off and play a little bit. And she would say, let me ask you something. Okay? It's like, do you practice stuff just to make me feel bad in my lesson?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was great. And I was like, you want the truth? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I barely practice at all. She's like, oh man, that makes it worse. Dang it. I was like, no, it's like, you gotta understand that as a young player, like,
right, you played,
and through into, you know, into my mid-20s,
right,
I played a lot, like a lot, and so, you know, my bass skill level without practicing consistently is pretty good. Now, when I was playing a lot, it was really good, and of course, if you don't play a lot, you are going to get a little rusty, but my level of rustiness for her was quite impressive. So I don't sit down and practice drums a lot.
Right.
I probably should, just to keep the chops up. But you know, for all the students around here, my chops are pretty good compared to the beginner and intermediates. So, anyways, I do need to probably brush up though, because I think I'm going to do my own drums on my album.
Awesome.
I think I'm going to record them myself.
I think you should.
I think I should too. I think I should.
Whatever.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing very well. And final question. Al broke it. I broke it. Al broke it, man. You guys are numero uno. Thanks, man. That's really nice. What is your opinion on multi-scale guitars, fan frets? Seems to be becoming very popular. Great question. Al broke it. I have not really played enough myself to really get a feel for them. We had a fan fret bass here in the shop for a while, and it was different. Like it was different. But I haven't had a chance to really play a guitar so much. I think it's one of those things where it's kind of like solving a problem that maybe doesn't really exist. I mean, there are intonation things. The guitar is not a perfect instrument, you know. So they're trying to solve some things with intonation. If you got low tunings on the low side. Yeah. But I think in the history of guitar, people have sort of coped with the limitations of the guitar and its tuning stability and intonation and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's kind of neat. Looks kind of different. It's kind of cool, but you know, I don't know that I see them ever becoming a huge thing. Yeah. It's kind of like 8-string guitars. Some dudes play 8-string guitars, and dudesses. Dudesses do play 8 strings very well, but I don't think the mass majority of guitar players are ever going to embrace, you know, 7s and 8s. You know, and so I think the multi-scale is a little bit like that. Some people are going to get them, and there are people who play them who are freaking amazing. But I don't know that they're ever going to get massive appeal. Right. I'm not jonesing for one. Like, oh man, right. I really want to get me a multi-scale. So I think it's cool, but you know, for me, I can't see myself going out and dropping some big money on one. Right. Schecter actually makes one in their Hellraiser series. That would probably be pretty affordable. Schecter is starting to move into that a little bit. They're offering it to people, and they've always been good about offering stuff. So that would be an affordable option, I think. Yeah. But I'm probably not going to get one. Probably not. What do you guys think about multi-scale fan fret guitars? Tell me what you think. Crazy, weird, or you know, do you really want one?
Or not care.
Or do you not care at all? And that's the last question.
That's it.
So thank you guys so much. I'm super excited. Tomorrow I'm going to see Rest Repose, Fluff, Ryan Bruce's band, and Jared Nines. He's in the band too, but Fluff has a beard, and so he's automatically on my, he's okay. Yeah. We've met a few times, so pretty excited about tomorrow's vlog. It'll be fun. But thank you guys so much for the questions today. If you have a question or a comment, please put it below. Yes. We will try to answer them next week. And until then, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
KTMA. The music needs you.
And you need the music.
We definitely need some music. Yeah. That is for sure. And let's keep the music alive for this next generation. Like all these young kids we teach every day coming up.
Yeah, they're loving it.
They do. Well, I'm having a good time. I'm really enjoying my job lately.
I'm glad. You should.
Well, I should, yes. I'm really grateful. The last few weeks, for whatever reason, I'm like, man, I love my job. Yeah. I am so blessed.
You know,
I get to do
so many different people that aren't getting to do what they love and what they're passionate about. Yeah. So we are blessed.
I'm very thankful. But let's keep the music alive for, you know, beginners of all ages.
No matter who you are.
No matter how old you are or where you're at. We're so excited. And yeah. Let's all be excited together. So excited. If you want an RNA Music t-shirt, this is a new one. I just got this one today. It's green. I've never had a green and white RNA t-shirt. But that's Canton High School. We were the Eagles. Green and white. That was our color.
Yeah, like Philadelphia.
Oh no, like North Texas. Get out of here with that Philadelphia Eagles crap.
Just saying.
That sucks. Yeah. I never connected those dots before.
I have. Many times.
Dang it. North Texas Eagles. I think they're Eagles, and they're green.
No one knows that.
North Texas. People know North Texas. I bet you John Harpole knows North Texas. Don't you, John? Anyways. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Leave us a comment. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Click the belly, wherever it is, whatever. And we will see y'all next time. Thanks so much. Y'all stay safe. Have a good weekend. See you next video.
Bye.
So excited.
Love you.
People enjoyed the bloopers from last week.
I don't remember bloopers. Oh, they're bloopers.
They were at the very end of the video. I put them in the end. If you'd watched the video all the way through, you'd get to see the special.
Whatever.